Welcome to part 2 of the 3,000-mile Volvo XC70 road trip. If you haven't seen part 1, you should definitely go watch that, but this video is also going to be freaking awesome. We get up to a lot of off-roading, we explore arches, and then we drive overnight to get home. It was a really fun time, and I'm really happy to be sharing it with you. Let's get right into it. Like I said, we're not going to set the alarm. We're going to finish this off-road trail, and then we're going to do another one, and then we are going to get our pass for the fiery furnace for the next day. Good night.
Today we are doing the Gemini Bridges trail, which we started yesterday on our way to camp, and today we are going to hopefully finish.
I haven't slept in 7 years, been racing my gears, can't dream my fantasy, run free on TV. You have, I have. Why can't we agree? We fight inside your broken head, go fix it instead. I think the best when I cannot breathe. We only talk inside of your dead head. I'm volunteering for the war, to want less, much more. You're burning roses when you're scared. I'm sorry I care. I'm not myself, but I don't need help. Our golden blood, made of rocks and mud. I'm not myself, but I don't need help. Our golden blood, made of rocks and mud.
The name of this trail, the Gemini Bridges Trail, come from the Gemini Bridges themselves, which after a short hike from this parking lot, you get a look at.
Oh wow.
They were really pretty impressive, especially considering we had them almost to ourselves compared to some of the stuff in Arches.
Off-road trail. We're gonna drive, I believe, south a little bit and then hit our next off-road trail on the way back into the Moab area, where we're gonna get our fiery furnace permit and then probably hit one other off-road trail today at least. And then tomorrow will be dedicated almost entirely to just doing Arches. Turning back off the pavement onto Shafer Trail, which is going to drop, according to the map at least, quite a few feet in elevation. It looks like it should be fun, but the road didn't look that bad, at least at first, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Can't change that everything will always change. We'll remember this as it is today in time.
That's at full lock.
We both know you won't be mine. Oh, memories. Defining our memories as the difference between you and me. Writing our history and creating our memories. Defining our memories as the difference between you and me.
It almost looks to me like you could camp here, which would be very hot, but also very cool. We stopped here for a quick toilet break, and we're looking currently for a bit of shade to have lunch in. It's nearly 1 o'clock, so it's getting to be time. But man, this road is cool.
That's looking a little iffy.
Back on the road, Leah's gonna make sandwiches in the passenger seat while we put down some more miles. Today for lunch we're having some multi-grain bread, some pastrami, aged sharp cheddar, lettuce, spicy mayo, and garlic mustard. That's a good sandwich. Those are. I'll try and look it up and put it on the screen right now, but if I didn't find it, then please let us know in the comments. It looks like maybe salt farming, but that's really our best guess.
I know that you're afraid, it feels like every day things are slipping away, you're slipping away, and you think back to a time that you were lost.
Right now we're waiting in line just so we can go to the visitor center to get our fiery furnace pass. So we weren't even going to go into Arches, but we've been waiting in line for about a half hour. All right, we're just leaving Arches National Park. We went probably about a 1/10 of a mile into it, stopped at the visitor center, got our fiery furnace permit, and now we're heading back out to do one more trail before we climb back up to our campsite. It took us about an hour because we had to wait in line and traffic, and because we just had to watch a presentation and such, which of course is good, but it did take some time. So it's about a half-hour drive to the start of the trail, and then apparently it's one that weaves back and forth across the creek, so that should be cool. We made it to our first creek crossing. This is Onion Creek, and this is Onion Creek Road, and you basically weave up the canyon going back and forth across the creek.
Time that you were lost. Thoughts disorganized, can't seem to dry your eyes, and chaos is collapsing from your mind. You say that you're fine, but now you're out of time. Out of time. You're out of time. You're out of time. And now you're out of time.
Well, that's it for this road for us. We are a little strapped for time. It's about 5 o'clock now, and we have at least an hour, hour and a half drive back to the dirt. Not this dirt, the dirt towards our campsite. Then we have to climb up that really steep hill again. It looks like we'll get to camp probably around dark, but at least all of our stuff is still set up. Alright, we just trekked into Moab. I used the last of the power steering fluid that we had, and I thought I could make it, but better safe than sorry, so I grabbed some more. We got about 11 miles or 16 minutes to dirt, and then we got to climb up that big mountain again. We made it. It's about 7:30 and we just got back to camp. All our stuff seems to still be here, so that's good. Man, I'm tired. That was about a 9.5-hour day of just about exclusively being in the car, but it was very fun. We are also very hungry though, so we are gonna get started on dinner ASAP, and I'm gonna try not to fuck it up this time. On my rock bench. So tonight we're not quite doing the same old. I have kimchi instead. The goal for tonight is to not burn or melt any of the containers. Oh, and of course we're also having a cucumber with tahini on it. Pretty creative here. We're continuing on with the Moab Brewery. Tonight's first beer is a Dead Horse Amber. Do like myself an amber. Man, that hits the spot tonight, I tell ya. Ooh, Leah is cracking open another Canadian exclusive chip flavor. I think Old Dutch might just make weird brands of chips, and they're Canadian, so they just don't come to the US. The best way I could describe this is it's like those Lay's chips that are weird flavors, and then they nail it. This nails it, and it's actually pretty darn good too. All right, kimchi review. Tastes like ramen.
All right, tonight for our Canadian treat, we have a selection of candy from the worst company in the world. We have Smarties, which in Canada are kind of like M&Ms, not powder. We have Coffee Crisp, we have Kit Kat, which of course we do have here in America, and we have Aero, which I'd never heard of. These might be a little destroyed as they've ridden in the car for a while now. First things first, Kit Kat. Let's see if it's any different. It has different packaging. Nope, that's a Kit Kat. So next we've got Smarties, which I have had these before, but that was a long time ago. So yeah, they're just kind of like little M&M things. The candy shell is a lot thicker than with M&Ms, and they don't taste very good. Next we got something called Aero, which I think is just kind of chocolate. It's been aerated. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's very similar to like Hershey's, but it has been aerated, which kind of makes the texture interesting, but very quickly it melts in your mouth and just becomes chocolate. And then last, and the one that both Leah and I are the most excited for, is the Coffee Crisp. I should have known it tastes like instant coffee, but it is good. I am a sucker for this wafer style candy. Well, and with that, Leah and I are going to enjoy some YouTube to unwind again and get to bed. Tomorrow we're doing all of Arches. We're starting with the fiery furnace, and then we're going to go see all the other arches, I guess, and then we're going to hit the road from home and get as far as we get. But at least that's what happens when the car alarm goes off when you're in a canyon. But yeah, any drive we get done tomorrow is stuff we don't have to do on Sunday, which means we'll get a little bit more of relaxation time before we have to go back to the grind on Monday. Morning, just after 7 o'clock. We gotta get up, get packed up, and scramble down the mountain in the Volvo and go visit the fiery furnace. Better get moving. People in this truck flagged us down and wanted to make sure we were going to be okay going down the mountain. Of course, we assured them we'd already been up twice, and they were pretty impressed. We ran into a few different people, actually, who were surprised to see a Volvo out here, and everyone we talked to was pretty stoked about it, to be honest. We didn't actually see even any Subarus for the most part.
So we just got off the Gemini Bridges trail for what is the last time, as we are not going to be camping there tonight. We just have a short drive on pavement here to get to the head of this trail that we're going to do to get into Arches. Alright, now we're coming up to Arches. That didn't take very long at all, and the road wasn't very technical. Love to see how it is inside Arches.
They got so much less compared to us.
No problem.
Don't kill me, okay?
Sitting on rocks across the pavement.
barely as wide as my phone is.
I can see the light but I can also see the case. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement.
Trying to kill it?
I don't know what he's doing. Oh, there he goes.
Oh my god.
There it goes.
Oh, it's gone.
We just did the whirlwind tour of Arches. We did miss a few, but that's okay. We'll probably be back at some point. We're gonna hit the off-road trail back to the highway, and then we're gonna head for home. It's about 1:30. If we're feeling really ambitious, we could probably make it home tonight, but we have one little bit more fun before we're just hitting the highway.
Joe, there's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light.
And just like that, we are out of Arches, and that road was relatively easy. I believe this one we're going to turn onto here, and just a little bit is going to be a lot more challenging. All right, change of plans. We are just going to take the nice, smooth, easy, fast road back to the highway so we can just get home a little bit quicker. And because that doesn't actually look like much of an off-road trail, it looks more like a cow path.
Sick and tired of feeling. So sick and tired.
All right, we finally reached the pavement. It's time to air up.
'Cause I always wake up. Sick and tired of
Before we leave Utah, though, I need to find a geocache. I haven't found a geocache in this state, and when you find a geocache in a new state or Canadian province or whatever, you get a badge. We just found one that's on the side of the highway and about 6.5 miles now, so we're gonna pull off and hopefully find that really quick. All right, we're just on the side of the highway. You can see cars zooming by over there. I think I can see the cache from here. I think it's that little electrical box looking thing. So I just checked the hint and it did said to bring a flat tip screwdriver. I'm gonna try and use my key here. And there it is.
really like this way, but I know that these things
Hey, Utah.
don't.
So apparently there's a burger chain local to Salt Lake City or Utah, I'm not sure which. It's called Crown Burger. We're gonna stop by and have a burger since neither of us have ever had it before. Alright, so I got a Crown Burger Junior and Leah got a jalapeno burger. So the Crown Burger, they put pastrami on top. And I just went with that because I like to get the default thing. That is a pretty good burger. I'm gonna hoof it over to O'Reilly's, which is just across the street, and see if I can get them to price match some washer fluid since we're running out, and then we'll get right back on the road to home.
That this pain will ever end.
It's just after 1 a.m. Mountain Time, and we've got about 2.5 hours left to home. We just did our last fuel stop and got out the last set of crackers and cheese. We're gonna be home at about 2:30 a.m. Pacific. Seems like we're gonna make it. Well, as we drive through Coeur d'Alene here, we are rapidly approaching home. It's about 15 minutes out. So I think it's safe to say we've made it, and I think I need to dock on some fake wood trim here. But if you enjoyed seeing the Volvo conquer the highway and the trails alike, then hit the like button. If you want to see more of this car and all my other cars in the future, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any concerns, complaints, or suggestions, then leave a comment down below. And thanks for watching. time to get some sleep. Alright, final Canadian snack review. Double decker. We don't have these in the US, and I've never had one before, and I don't think Leah has either. This one has been very abused in travel. Melted and squashed, probably both. There we have it. That's a good candy bar.